My name is Robin, and I'm a family support specialist at PAL. With fall starting and many of our kids going back to school, some may feel a lot of anxiety about going back. Some may avoid going back altogether. So today I want to talk to you about how to help kids who have school-related anxiety, both in more moderate and in more severe forms. Let's start with more moderate school-related anxiety. At school, anxiety can show up in many ways. It may look like inattention and restlessness, because when kids are anxious, they have trouble focusing on the lesson. This may look like disruptive behavior, because when kids feel threatened, they go into fight or flight mode, and some are more inclined to fight. This may look like frequent trips to the nurse, because anxiety can manifest in physical ways as well. If a student is having unexplained headaches, nausea, stomach aches, those could be signs of anxiety. Another way this shows up at school is avoiding socializing or group work. Some kids will avoid the things that make them anxious, and group work and socializing can be especially triggering. So how can you help a child who has school-related anxiety? One thing you can do is kind of take your own temperature. For parents, the start of the year can be really anxiety-producing too. I know it happens to me. But when you feel anxious in front of your kids, this is a great opportunity to model healthy ways of coping. If I can't hide my anxiety from my kids, I like to name the emotion, and then I model taking deep breaths or listening to relaxing music or whatever is going to help them feel better. Another thing you can do if your children are anxious about school is listen to their words. It's really important here not to dismiss their fears by saying nothing to be worried about or you'll be fine. Instead, listen to their fears and acknowledge their feelings. This will help them feel more secure. You should also ask your child if anything difficult is going on at school, like bullying, and be sure to report any incidences of bullying to the school or district. Finally, it can help to arrange for a handoff by talking to someone at the school ahead of time and having someone available to meet your child on the curb and walk them to school. This could be a principal, a teacher, an aide, anyone who's available. What's important here is that the person not dwell on the child's anxiety, but instead engage them right away in some activity. Asking the child for help is a great way to do that. Now let's talk about more severe school-related anxiety. This may look like a child refusing to go to school at all, a child bolting when they get to school, or it's just a child who can attend school but is so anxious that they can't really participate in regular classroom activities. So here's some things to do if this is the case. First off, you're going to need to get professional support. Have your child assessed by a therapist or psychiatrist. They may need meds or ongoing therapy to treat mental health problems that led to school-related anxiety. If your child doesn't already have an IEP, or if you feel that their current IEP doesn't address their needs, this is a great time to ask the school for a psychological evaluation. Then you can work with the school to design modifications and supports that'll help your child. If these evaluations don't sufficiently address your child's challenges, consider getting a comprehensive neuropsychological assessment, also known as a neuropsych. You can start by asking your insurance for a list of providers that they cover. Once you have professional help, it's important to remember to take it slow. Your child is not going to recover from school anxiety overnight. You need to allow time for interventions such as therapy to treat whatever has been challenging your child. When they're ready, help kids re-enter school one step at a time. You might try visiting the school after hours when the other kids are gone. You might also try bringing your child to school for just an hour or so at a time to do only their favorite class or their favorite school-related activity. Be guided by your child's comfort level and don't rush it. Finally, it's useful to know that even when your child can't attend school, they can keep learning. If your child can't attend school due to anxiety or other mental health issues, the school should help you continue learning at home. Particularly if your child goes to a public school or has an out-of-district placement, and has been or will be absent for 14 or more days, they're eligible for in-home or in-hospital tutoring. To get started, you ask your child's doctor to fill out a home hospital form and then submit it to the principal or other administrator at school. Your child's school will then be required, without undue delay, to provide home-based education services to your child. This is usually in the form of one-to-one tutoring or small group instruction, and right now it may be in-person or virtual. I hope some of these tips are helpful as your kids return to school. And as always, you're always welcome to reach out to PAL if you have more questions, if you'd like to talk this over individually, or if there's anything at all we can help with. You can find us online at pal.net. That's PAL.NT. And we always look forward to your questions.